Hello, human-shaped friends. I made a thing of making things. So the image you are about to see unfold, um, it is a wolf skull at three different angles. Each individual image was we'll just say severely altered. Very similar to the process that I use when I'm glitching large images, only I did it on each individual piece, and then I overlaid them, and then I painted it, and that's what I did. Um, yeah, there you go. Look at me talking about my artistic process. No, basically it was a bunch of Photoshop, and then it was me watercoloring. And you might be like, why did you Photoshop it? Because that's my answer. Because this was meant to be a fun painting. I wanted to paint more skulls. If you've watched the majority of my videos, you will know I really like skulls. So I wanted to paint some skulls, and I didn't need to not, if that makes sense. Like, sure, I make all sorts of things that reference images, but I have a fake wolf skull, I have a camera, and I have Procreate. So I just did that. Because that way, you can also mess with your settings and make sure everything will look aesthetically the way you want it to, which is what I did. At this point, you will have noticed that there was a bit of a time skip, a little jumperoo, and that is because multiple times throughout this video, you will see that the footage was eaten. Eaten by what, you're wondering? I'm gonna go with the technology goblin that lives in my house. Yeah. That's the explanation I have. It was the technology goblin. Not to be confused with the chaos goblin, who we all know is my cat Pippin. No, the technology goblin... Ooh, just messes with my tech. Just messes with my tech. I changed nothing from the bits that just didn't show up on the camera, and the bits that did, they just didn't show up when I transferred the data onto my computer to edit. Technology. Anyway, that was a productive 3 minutes. I will say that at this point, you're not seeing what I'm about to talk about, which might not be the best for video content at all. But I'm gonna say it out loud anyway. I was gifted, not by a company. Literally nothing is sponsored. I'm a teeny tiny creator. Anyway, I was gifted a couple of gouaches. Not like a full set, just like a handful of them, which was really cool. But I now know why they were gifted to me, and that is because they are acrylic gouache, which is not normal gouache. Normal gouache you can rehydrate. Acrylic gouache is acrylic paint, but thicker, kind of. Like it's basically just like a different kind of acrylic paint. It is very opaque, like gouache, but it does not rehydrate. And I did not know that, and I might have kind of sort of ruined a paintbrush and one of those little watercolor pan guys, because I did not realize that it was acrylic gouache. I just thought it was normal gouache. So moral of the story is read your materials. Wouldn't have helped. It was in, I want to say Japanese, and I do not read Japanese. But yeah, that's my moral of the story. Know what you're using before you use it. It did present the effect that I was looking for, which was just that very dark deep gray background. But yeah, I'll just have to separate it from the other handful of gouaches that I have that are normal gouaches, the rehydratable ones. You might be thinking, why does it need to be rehydratable? Well, because gouaches, at least in my most humble of opinions, it's basically just watercolors that are opaque. Watercolors are very transparent, and you can, layer and layer and layer, which is basically what this little painting is. And you can build upon your colors that way. Well, gouaches are, they're opaque. You can't see through them. So when you layer, you're just covering up, which is not watercolors. I don't know. Hope you liked the painting. Hope you liked the video. With any luck, the technology goblin will leave my camera alone next time. Until then, have a nice day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.